Good morning. This is Robbie Goodman here on Positive Strokes, Staying Clean here on YouTube. And today we're always talking about recovery as we do each and every day. I hope y'all had a great weekend. I hope that everything went well for you. I hope that you are living your best life. I hope that you're keeping the focus on yourself because you are the most important person to yourself. Today, we're going to talk about keeping it simple. That's right, keeping it simple. You know, living life on life's terms, we have to make decisions daily. We have to look at the situation and we got to come up with solutions to achieve and overcome the problems of our lives. But when I started recovery, they taught me, say, Robbie, just do the next right thing. Keep it simple, stupid. Robbie, keep it simple, stupid. You have to deal with addiction. So just do the next right thing and it'll all work out for you. And it ain't that simple. I thought it wasn't that simple. I thought I had to come up with solutions. But recovery taught me just do the next right thing. Do what you can for the situation that you're facing. Do all that you can. And you've done everything that you can. You should be good with yourself. You should have gratitude for achieving what you've done to solve that problem. A lot of times we have to chip at the problem to get it solved down the road. Most of my problems on living life on life's terms, it took time for me to overcome to solve the problem. But my addictive mentality, I want what I have and I want it and I want it now. I want the solution now. I need the solution now. But living life on life's terms teaches me that I have to take one step at a time, do the next right thing, continue to do the next right thing, and things will get better. I have to trust that things are going to get better by doing the next right thing. And after being in recovery for some years, I realized that this method works and things do get better and problems do get solved and solutions do come. But the interesting thing is that recovery took my feelings and emotions and put them in the right place. I can't solve the problems with a whole lot of feelings and emotions because it will divert me from my primary purpose of finding a solution or working on a solution that will work. That's why I understand why they told me to, Robert, just do the next right thing. Keep it simple, stupid. And I realized that I'm the one that can make it complicated. I'm the one that can make it harder for me to achieve the goals that I need to achieve to overcome the situation that I need to overcome. Because I'll make it difficult. But by me keeping it simple, just do the next right thing, it gets done. Also, recovery taught me that Rome was not built in a day. You don't get recovery the next day. It takes time working the program of recovery, living life on life's terms, understanding yourself and knowing yourself better so you can live your best life and overcome situations and problems that come in your life. Now, I know in my past, I used to get jealous. I used to get jealous of people having a better life than me. And in my active addiction, I would take from those people because I felt that they wasn't worthy of having that, that I should have it. That they're stopping me from having it because they have it. And that's where my addictive behavior took me. But in recovery, it taught me to live life on life's terms, to understand what's good for them is not good for me. I have to work on me to make my life better. I have to work and have goals and a direction and a plan so my life can get better. I have to work on myself and make moves in my life to make my life better. Nobody can do it for me. And if I'm not doing the work, then I should not be blaming nobody, but I should be blaming myself for my actions and my deeds. Also, recovery taught me, keep it simple. Just do the next right thing. And as you keep doing the next right thing, think about the gratitude of how far you've come. I think about it all the time. I think I came from active addiction into recovery, and I've overcame so many different types of situations in my recovery, and I'm still here. I'm still here, being blessed with a life that I never thought I would have. The interesting thing is that I keep it simple. I keep my life simple because that's what works for me. That's what works for me. Yes, me and my wife, we have conversations, and if we was rich, we would do this and that. And the things that we would like to do would like to help others. Help others build a life for themselves and live their best life, to achieve the goals they want to achieve and be who they want to be and be the best that they can be with their lives. I suffered a lot in my life, and I've done a lot of damage to others in my active addiction. And since I suffered 40 years in active addiction, I truly don't want nobody else to suffer the way I've suffered. The pain that I've experienced in my life, from a young age all the way into an old age. I don't want nobody to suffer like that. That's why I do what I do. I understand that there are people stuck in a progressive illness, which is addiction. I want to help. I want to be part of the solution. My wife, she's dedicated herself to help young women to be strong women, to be able to stand up for themselves, to be able to live a full and fruitful life, being able to take care of themselves, that they don't need no man to take care of them financially, that they're able to take care of themselves, that when they pick someone to be with, that's out of choice, not out of necessity, that they have to pick someone so they can live a life, to help them live life. No, they're able to live their own lives and their own choices. And when they want someone to love, they can choose the person that they choose to love to live their best life with. We're in the business of helping others because she's experienced pain, I've experienced pain, and we want to help people find their way so they can live their best lives. And the video for today that I'm sharing with you, it's about keeping the focus on yourself by doing the next right thing. By just doing the next right. It's so simple. I do it. And there's a lot of times I do not like to do the next right thing. I really, because I'm human. But there's times where doing the next right thing means, Robert, you have to shut up and say nothing. doing the next right thing means to do something that's uncomfortable. But the interesting thing is, once I've done it and moved on, my situation in life gets better. And it goes back down to the old adage is that going down the road we know nothing about. And us being humans, we're so fearful of going down a road that we have no idea where it's going to lead us. But we know it's the right thing to do. But we're fearful of going down that road to do these things that we don't do it. But as I think back, that I went from active addiction and I chose recovery, I got tired of living that life that I was living for 40 years. I went from the great enjoying life, using cocaine and partying and doing the most, to being homeless and my sleeping bed set on fire. So, I came from one extreme to another extreme by using and abusing cocaine. That destroyed my life because I depended on a drug. I depended on a drug to help me face the things that I did not want to face in my life, or do the things that I need to do for myself to make my life better. And being in recovery and living life on life's terms and doing the next right thing, I'm truly blessed. And I'm going to tell you how I know I'm truly blessed. It's because I sleep at night. I'm comfortable. And here's the interesting, it's days when me and my wife, we don't even leave the house. And the reason for that is, there's reasons that we don't, but the point is, we're so comfortable in our lifestyle together. We're so happy and have peace within ourselves that it doesn't seem like we've been in the house 2-3 days without going anywhere. And that's because we keep doing the next right thing, even when it hurts. We keep doing the next right thing, even if we don't like doing it, because we're going to project ourselves to be a certain way. But we keep doing the next right thing because it's important for our growth, so we can live our best lives. And the interesting thing is that right now, this is a learning experience for us because we're learning to be very close in living together, in living life on life's terms and dealing with daily life together. And listening and learning from each other so we can grow. We listen to each other, we learn from each other so we can grow to be better. We don't focus on the mistakes, we focus on the solutions. We don't focus on the mistakes, we focus on the solutions. That's why I say do the next right thing. And it gets better. We don't point fingers because we all are imperfect and we all make mistakes. The mistake is not important, it's what we do after the mistake. That's what's important. And have gratitude that we've overcome the mistake that we've made. Not be ashamed, because we're imperfect people. So there's nothing to be ashamed about. The shame comes when we don't work on the solution. That's where the shame comes, because we stay hidden in the funk of the problem. We're constantly focused on the problem and not the solution. And it will never ever get accomplished or overcome your solution. You won't get the solution. You won't overcome the situation to get the solution. You will not overcome the situation to get the solution because you're focused on the problem and not the solution. I know what I'm saying is true because I used to focus on the problem and allow it to live rent free in my head over and over again and allow it to punish me over and over again, never looking at the solution, but allowing the problem to overwhelm me so I can see nothing else. So I can see nothing else, and the problem doesn't get solved. So the program of recovery says keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple. Just do the next right thing. Don't think about it. Just do the next right thing. Keep doing the next right thing. Don't think about it until it becomes repetition, until it becomes automatic, until you automatically do these things. And it becomes second nature to you. And you'll see how your life gets better. And the most important point that I keep in my head is that everybody's imperfect. We all make mistakes. Nobody's on this earth perfect. No one. We all make mistakes. So by knowing that, and I know that, and I understand that, then I don't judge nobody for the mistake. It's not my position to, because I'm making mistakes too. So how can I judge another person that makes mistakes? I can't. I can't. I can't say what I will do in a person's situation that they've done it unless I'm in that situation and I have to do it. Me looking at it and say, well, I'm going to do it. No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. When you're in that situation and it's presented to you, you'll make the choice that you do, and that's what you'll do. But nobody can't prejudge the choices they make on a lot of things that happens to them unexpectedly. When things happen unexpectedly, when it catches you off guard or your feelings and emotions get played into it, then you make a decision based on that information. I learned in my recovery that, Robert, I know that my feelings and emotions caused me to have aggravated assault charges, doing a lot of crazy things to people, and end up a lot of things done crazy to me because I make crazy things to others. So I acted on my feelings and emotions, which caused me to have more problems, more situations that happened in my life. I did it to myself. So I like to take my feelings and emotions out of the equation of when I'm looking at a situation and I'm looking for a solution to the problem. I separate my feelings and emotions and put it on the side. I understand, Robert, you feel this certain way about this, but it may not be able to be the right way to go. It may not be the right way to go. So keep it simple. Just do the next right thing. Just do the next right thing. and things will get better. And that's what I do. I keep it simple. It's less pressure. I just do the next right thing. And I keep in my mind, Rome was not built in a day. So just keep it simple, stupid, Robert. Just do the next right thing. I hope what I shared with you today makes you think that maybe that's the easy way to go. Just do the next right thing. I'm going to do the next right thing. And when you got to explain it to someone, no, I'm going to do the next right thing. That's my explanation to you. I'm going to do the next right thing. And that's what I do. And my life has gotten better. And I keep staying focused on that line of making my life better and making better choices for myself. Looking at the solutions to the problem and not the problem. The problem, when I looked at it, it lived rent-free in my head. It triggered emotions and feelings, and I stayed in that funk and did not grow. But when I went for the solution to the problem by doing the next right thing, chipping at that mountain, which is the problem, and chipping at it until that problem was gone, then I see the gratitude that I have for myself for overcoming the situation. But it takes time. It can't be done overnight. It takes time. And I understand that. And I work on that so it will happen in that manner. This is Robert Gunn for Positive Strokes, wishing you a great day. And it's Monday. Yes, it's Monday. Yep. And the 19th is coming pretty quick, and I'll be 67. And it's a blessing. It's a blessing that a power greater than myself allowed me to get to the point of being 67 years old. But if I was still in my active addiction, I would probably either be dead, in jail, or on death row. That would be me. Probably be in one of those situations. But through the graces of recovery, through the blessings of recovery, to learning about Robert, why he did the things he did in his active addiction, why he medicated himself because he didn't want to face the problems and situations of his life, how he has overcome so much in a short period of time. Remember, I was in active addiction for 40 years, so I did some shit. So, since I did so much, I want to be part of the solution. I want to help others not to suffer like I suffered in active addiction. I don't want you to suffer. I want you to live your best lives. I want you to have a beautiful family, to show that life can be good if we keep on doing the next right thing. You have a great and wonderful day.